We just want to get...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Vikings and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. First carry now for David Montgomery. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to air one out. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now it's Fields. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Cook following the penalty. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. First down, here's the run with Cook. Able to slither by. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 25 yards for Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Fights through, and now a crease. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Play fake. Cousins rolling to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The Cook getting the call there on 1st down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Play action now. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
4th down, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Cousins able to connect with Adam Thielen. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Grant sets to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there. Quick
lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from...
Mike Zimmer staring down our referee. He's upset. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the decision to throw the flag winds up being a correct decision for Mike Zimmer. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Fields. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Fields throwing again. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Fields. Pass incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That's complete to Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again is Fields. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. A final shot before the break, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will result in him losing yardage, back to the 3.
Bring it! Bring it!
So we hit half. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins on the move to his left. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 47.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a give running right. It's Cook. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. It's Cousins on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st.
1st down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they? That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how it...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields, and that is incomplete here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Room to run again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Cousins dancing to his left. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Running right through him. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Madison. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
The return man is Grant. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Fields on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw there taken in by Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rolling to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, it's Cook, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They run, Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense...